Hello and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. It is Friday, January 30th, 2026, and today's construction is by Robyn Weintraub, who is a very regular contributor to the New York Times, has been for many years, and likes to do Friday puzzles, it seems. I think the last few that I've seen from her are Friday puzzles. And this will likely be my last, I guess, for the month of January. I don't remember if I've done the monthly bonus yet, so I might try and get that done today as well. So, but not counting that, this will probably wrap up my January solving. And it being Friday, we're expecting a themeless puzzle with lots of tricky cluing and wordplay and who knows what else. So let's dive right in and see what Robyn Weintraub has for us today on Friday, January 30th. Puppetry and animation. I mean, this might just be arts, or it might not. I might put it in, actually. Let's see. Piedmont province with a namesake wine. Piedmont is in Italy, I think. And it's just escaping me what this province might be. Stopped lying. Stopped lying. Do we mean stopped lying down? So do we mean something like arose, stood up? Title for Jane Goodall. Lady? Was she knighted? That doesn't quite work, I don't think, with the downs. I mean, I'm not sure arts is right either. So I don't know. Those guys? Them? I can't think of what else that might be. Blank Summer, program for Annapolis freshmen. Annapolis in Maryland. The fact that it says Annapolis, and I don't think that's the name of the university. I think it's the University of Maryland. I have a feeling that Maryland is going to be in here somehow, but I don't know how. Switch to a shorter line, say. Interesting. Product that might feature a dandelion on the label. And then what's 44 down? Popular brand of whatever this is. Okay. Dandelion, eh? Spare part? Question mark? A pin? Is that what, like, is it a part of a spare in bowling? Like a bowling pin? I'm not sure. Melts down. This could mean like as someone like sort of breaking down and crying. This could also mean literally melting down a piece of metal or something. Mention in passing. I don't know. Let's see if either of these work with the downs. Skilled could be adept, so that looks pretty good so far. Call ahead in a way. Call ahead. I want something like reserve, but it's not quite what we have here. End of a NASA countdown. Oh, maybe not pin then. So I want this end of a NASA countdown. See, I want like 3, 2, 1, but that doesn't fit. Completist's goal. A set? Is that what's going on here? Someone who wants to get all of something. Is that the Dame Jane Goodall? Maybe this. What? Oh, T minus. Switch to a shorter line, say. Oh, edit. You could edit a piece of writing and switch a longer line for a shorter one. Call ahead in a way. Radio? It looks like that's what it's going to be. I'm just not sure in what sense we mean this. Call ahead You can radio like the hospital, or does it mean like a call in earlier times? I don't know the sense in which we mean that, but I'm fairly sure that's what's going on. To mention in passing is to touch on. Eggshell for one. So this looks like I would have wanted something like a shade or a shade of white. Eggshell is like a, you know. The Handmaid's Tale author is Margaret Atwood. So everything else looks okay. Much merch, probably tees, t-shirts. And merch being shortened, then that gives rise to t-shirts being shortened to tees. Cinephiles online resource, IMDb, the international? Is it international? No, internet movie database. Oh, this is ASTI. That's right. Okay. Eggshell for one. A sheen? Melts down could be goes bananas. So melts down, not melts down and cries, but melts down and sort of goes crazy. A product that might feature a dandelion on the label. Weed killer, maybe? So how does that look with HDTV component? Transportation company in more than 60 countries. Bonus. None of that looks right. Blank green. Oh, what? Oh, maybe it goes berserk. Because this might be Kelly green. There we go. And if I put weed killer back in here, bonus could be a perk. So maybe this is not this. Transportation company, don't know. HDTV component. Why is this a question mark? Stopped lying. It could be got up then, so it's the same thing that I was thinking, but a different word. Transportation company in more than 60 countries could be Uber. What? Milky Way, for example. Oh, maybe sat up even, because this then might be a spiral galaxy. Milky Way is an example of a spiral galaxy. HDTV component tile? Why would that be the case? Feature of a big budget feature perhaps. Feature of a big budget feature. So a big budget movie, a blockbuster movie, a feature of that. All star cast, maybe that would work. And what was this? It's minus 90 degrees at the South Pole. Abbreviation, the latitude is minus 90 degrees. Not the temperature, though. Plebe summer? Why? And that would make this television. Oh, okay. Yes, okay. HDTV, high definition television. The T stands for tele, so a component of HDTV is tele. Okay, so plebe summer. I don't know why, though. Annapolis freshman, I guess. I don't know what's going on, though. I'll have to look that up. Ship stabilizing materials. Turkey Day instruction. Carve the turkey. Fit. It could be an adjective or a noun, not sure. Small branch of Marvel Comics, question mark. Again, a question mark. Small branch of Marvel Comics. I don't know, need some more crosses. Brand whose logo has an A-shaped caliper. Isn't a caliper something to do with brakes in a car? A-shaped. I don't know. Mylar alternative. Latex? Elvis at blank. Classic album of Memphis recordings. Whizzed. Maybe sped or something like that? That doesn't... Maybe not. More than just smile, maybe grin. Common adult education class. Maybe not grin. Because this I feel like might be ESL. English as a second language. Fit. Maybe not though. Even outcome. Enter here. Oh boy. Okay, like racehorses' hooves, they are shod in horseshoes. Tales told by flashlight are ghost stories. Request from someone who has completed all the courses? Question mark. Request from someone who has completed all the courses. Check, please. Aha, all the courses in a meal. Very good. Some repurposed cornfields. I don't know. British row houses. No clue. Every day, say. Pick, to elect an option or a leader. Every day, say. British row houses. Doesn't take the regular train home, maybe. Wanted like walks or something, but this might end in S. Capture a moment in fiction. In fiction, capture a moment. Cheney of classic horror. Is this lawn Cheney? Fabric made from flax is linen. So it looks like lawn. Why don't I see this? Capture a moment in fiction. Works late. Doesn't take the regular train home. Maybe works late. Okay. Every day, say. What could this possibly be? End of a T-minus 0? Is that the end of the countdown? Capture a moment in fiction to stop time. Good work. Some repurposed cornfields are mazes. Okay, so these are mews, the British row houses, and a lot, I guess. 2 words, a lot, every day. Okay, fine, I guess. More than just smile looks like beam then. And this looks like it might be ESL after all. Turkey Day instruction is based, not carve. Fit. Still don't see that. Ship's stabilizing materials. Is this ballasts? That sounds like a thing. Fit is able. Small branch of Marvel Comics. Baby Grand? Why? Baby Groot? Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. Small branch. I get it. Because it's a small tree. Okay. Oh, Elvis at Stax. Stax Records. Classic album of Memphis recordings. This looks like latex after all. Whizzed is tore, as in a car. And Acura, brand whose logo has an A-shaped caliper. Yes, it sure does. I didn't know that was a caliper, but okay, yeah, Acura has a little A-shaped thing. Okay. Florida setting for the birdcage. Is this South Beach, maybe? Even outcome. A hash? What could this be then? It might get put through the ringer. Enter here. Elicit the facepalm emoji, say. Maybe it's South Miami, not South Beach. South Beach, South Miami. Elicit the facepalm emoji, say. So you were the one eliciting the emoji. Maybe you did something embarrassing or stupid. I mean, it could just be air, but maybe not. Popular brand of weed killer. I don't know. Looks below the surface. Looks below the surface. Later, love. Chow? Bitumen look-alike. Bitumen is like crude oil, isn't it? Or not? No, bitumen is a natural gas. Feeling the flu, say, is just sick. Characters from Crete and Sparta. Characters plural from Crete and Sparta. See, I would have thought T's, meaning the letter T, which is the only letter in common. Oh no, it might be R's actually. I don't think it could be T's because we have T's at 7 down. If it's sick, that doesn't work with South Beach or South Miami. Popular, I have no idea. Looks below the surface. Well, I'm not sure about sick, but this looks like it's going to be an S either way, and that doesn't help us really at all. Enter here. What are those things called? Oh no, turnstile. That's not what I want. I thought it might be something like that. Jalapeno topper. Jalapeno topper. A tilde? Oh, a text box. You enter text into a text box. But then what is this? Looks below the surface. This looks like South Beach after all. Unless text box is wrong, but I don't think so at this point. Looks, oh, X-rays are looks below the surface. And this is to err, after all, to mess up, elicit the facepalm emoji. Later love, ta-ta. Popular brand of weed killer, I still don't know. Feeling the flu, achy, not sick. Bitumen look-alike, tar, maybe? Oh, characters from Crete and Sparta. So we want rows here, the letter rho from the Greek alphabet. This is ortho, the weed killer. Okay. I think I'm happy with that. It might get put through the ringer. Okay, I haven't even looked at this one. Don't kid yourself. Face reality, looks like. Certain psychedelic, acid, maybe. Pool assignment. Pool assignment. A lane in a pool where to swim. Whoa, that's too much for my brain to handle. Deep, you could say. Leader of China, question mark. Leader of China, question mark. Indochina? Could be that. Often refer to sort of that region of world in global influence as the Indochina region. And leader could just mean a word that goes before. So sure. Don't panic. Remain calm. Okay. A wet mop might get put through the ringer. And an even outcome is a wash, not a hash. Okay, yeah, it's a wash. It's a sort of even. This way, guys. Come on. Nestle's bubbly chocolate brand is Arrow. Materialized. Here's a rose. Not at 9 across, but here. Group of alpha males as a frat. Alpha because it's the Greek letter there, and we often have fraternity names beginning with Greek letters, or fraternity names consisting of Greek letters, I should say. Steps on a scale is tones, I guess. Oh, steps on a musical scale are tones. Okay, all right. Good, not bad. Under 20 for the Friday. Pretty crunchy here, and lots of great wordplay. Some things I definitely didn't know. Some things I kind of know, but not well enough to have come up with right away. But let's take a look at some of these things. Title for Jane Goodall is not lady, but dame. I'm going to have to look up what plebe summer is. I wonder why the connection to plebe or what that has to do with anything. Switch to a shorter line is a great clue for edit. Spare part is, I'm thankful I sort of figured out what they were after pretty quickly there. For a part of a spare in bowling is a pin. Melts down can mean a couple things. In this case, they want goes berserk. Small branch of Marvel Comics is a very fun clue for Baby Groot. Small branch, little tree of Marvel Comics. I did not realize that the Acura logo was supposed to represent a caliper, but sure. This is a very, I don't want to say misleading, but a tricky clue somehow for doesn't take for works late. Doesn't take the regular train home. I mean, you get it now, but it's hard to sort of put that phrase together with that clue. This is also a little bit tricky. In fiction is a good part of the clue, a good leading direction there to get that it's something that's not, at least not possible as we know it in reality, but it is possible in some kinds of fiction. Grateful I managed to figure out Lon Chaney, although Lennon helped confirm that. This gave me a little bit of trouble. I mean, error shows up in the puzzle quite a lot, in the grid quite a lot, and this is a very tricky clue for that, but it does make sense. Excuse me. These two are great. Don't kid yourself or face reality. Don't panic for remain calm. A great stack here. Leader of China. I don't hear this term very much anymore, but again, grateful that I figured out at least the direction in which this clue was heading. Steps on a scale, tricky. Even after I knew what it was going to be, it took me a second to figure out what that was going to be. Characters from Crete and Sparta, also tricky because it definitely leads you into, misleads you into thinking of characters from mythology, maybe. Okay, this was a little bit difficult too. T-0, like I can't even like imagine hearing that particular part of the countdown. You definitely say T-2 minutes, etc. But T being takeoff, I think, right? Takeoff minus 2 minutes or whatever. Eggshell ended up being sheen. I'm not really sure what that means. A sheen, I guess, is a kind of, like I would have thought like matte and gloss were kinds of sheens, but I don't really know what sheen means, so I'll maybe check into that. HDTV component, tricky for this, but was able to get it through the crosses. Happy that Kelly Green has been in the puzzle a couple times recently, so I was able to bring that out, and actually it helped me confirm Weed Killer and debunk whatever I had here goes bananas or something before that. Request from someone who's completed all the courses. Check, please. Very good. Definitely glad that I was able to see what they were talking about pretty quickly here. Turkey Day instruction ended up being based, not carved, but I had the right idea. I don't think I've seen the bird gauge, but I can imagine it being sort of in South Beach, which isn't South Beach in Miami anyway. I had thought maybe this was South Miami because beach looked weird, but it does turn out to be South Beach. Stax Records, I owe my being able to get this clue to my the course that I took in African American popular music, which is how I know about Stax Records. What else? My wet mop is pretty funny for might get put through the ringer. I mean, I was thinking of like a wet piece of laundry or something like that, but it ends up being this. Jalapeno topper, we see this sometimes, a clue like this to get tilde. Looks below the surface. I've seen a few very tricky clues for x-rays. This is one of them as well. Alpha males is pretty fun for frat, but not that misleading, I think, in the end. Especially since you can interpret it the normal way and still get this answer, but anyway. And I'll have to figure out bitumen and tar. I thought bitumen was a natural gas. Tar definitely is not, so I'll have to look at, maybe bitumen is more like shale or something. I'm not exactly sure, so I'll have to look into that. But that is the puzzle for Friday, January 30th, 2026. I hope you enjoyed this solve. If you did, please give me that thumbs up. And if you want to know when I'm posting next, hit that subscribe button, and then you'll get those notifications. After today, it'll probably be in February. So thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you next time on Crosshatch Puzzles. Cheers.